the Angel Comedy live stream. This is what it is. Sunday Night Live, we call it. You can see what we did there. And on tonight's live stream, we have Sarah Iles.
Hello.
How do you say it, Sarah Iles?
It is Sarah Iles, that's correct. Yes, smashed it.
It's spelled Iles. Iles, what have you had?
Lies, mainly Sarah Lies.
Sarah Lies.
Do sometimes.
Sarah Lies.
Do sometimes.
Sarah
That's the main
Lies,
one. Sarah
Sweet
Lies.
Little Lies.
Yeah.
And Ariel Suma.
Woo!
And,
At Fat Comedian.
at Fat Comedian. This is she's pimping out her social media already.
Twitter.
And
That's the Twitter. Fat PHAT. Okay, thank you.
Fat Comedian.
Fat. Okay.
And Riding Shotgun.
Rob Mayhew. That's it. At Rob Mayhew Comedy.
Yeah, there you go.
Instagram.
Fair enough.
On visual.
And yeah, so today we've got a couple of adverts, a couple of videos, a couple of sketches. You're going to be downstairs doing a bit of comedy live. So live on the little corner there, you can see the live gig that's happening downstairs. International Women's Day. It's only women on stage tonight. I excluded myself for that very reason. I would have done a set downstairs tonight, but I don't know. I felt disrespectful in some way. I don't know why, but it was. It felt like, oh no, I'll step away.
I don't think you should have better hair than the other acts. I think that would be
Yeah,
I think let us have our moment. Let us have our hair moment.
That is a nice way of framing it for me. What I've done is I've got to deal with my hair. Like all the men in my family are bald. Right?
Oh.
All of them, to the point where I'm like, that's unusual. But there's something not quite right. But the I don't use conditioner. I don't use hair products. I just wash it with water. I've got a look at that. Ariel's like,
no shampoo.
touching no shampoo, right? And I've got to deal with my hair. I don't fuck with it, and it doesn't fuck with me. If I leave it, it stays. You know, I kind of treat it like a very respectful girlfriend.
You don't wash them.
I wash it. But
No,
with
you
water.
put water
only.
in.
Yeah,
That's still
washing.
Not
Yeah,
wash.
That's rain.
Yeah,
It
it
rain.
cleans itself.
It does
cleans
clean it.
itself.
Well,
No,
clearly, 'cause it looks
it's not
clean.
wash.
Do you want to touch my hair?
Yes.
Yeah, touch my
I
hair.
want to touch it as well.
It's wet hair.
It's
It's white.
Well, no, you
I
need
was
to wash
outside.
your hair because you got dandruff there.
no,
Sorry
what?
to let you know.
Have I?
Yes, you do.
Everyone's got a bit of dandruff. I think you're fine.
Well,
Fine, you're
Guys,
fine.
come on. Look,
Let it snow.
we're fine.
This is the Barry's hair segment.
So this is how the show always starts.
And now you can check my hair.
We were talking about Edinburgh just before we started anyway.
Yeah.
And Ariel's doing AAA for the first time this year in Edinburgh, going to the Gilded Balloon in
What is
Edinburgh.
AAA, Barry?
AAA, Ariel. Because Sarah did it AAA in Edinburgh last year, right?
I did, yes.
And AAA, so in Edinburgh, you get people doing their full shows, and if they haven't been to Edinburgh before, often they do like what is it called? A showcase show, really. And showcase shows, Angel Comedy does a showcase show every year, where we pay pay everything, and so the performers go up and they get the money of performing, and they get a chance to publicise their
Okay, can
show.
I apply as
You
well?
can, absolutely, but it'd be the same people every single day. If you want to do it, you
Yeah.
might as well do, right? But we have you have the Pleasance Reserve as another, and you have what's the Big Value Comedy is
Value,
another
yes.
one, and AAA. And people like to see these shows in Edinburgh because you get like 3 or 4 comedians in one, so it's almost like they get a chance to go, oh, maybe I'll see the full show of this person, or go and see. So shows like that are quite popular in Edinburgh. Laughing Horse do many of them. But,
Who does AAA? Who
AAA is run by Bound and Gagged, is that right?
Yeah, it's Vandergad, and
Yeah.
then you audition for it, and then they choose the lineup. So you have 3 for each of the 4 different AAAs that they have running.
And how does the audition process work?
You send your application, a video, your name, blah blah blah, and then they choose 16 of them to do a showcase.
Yes.
We had the showcase here at Angel, and then out of the 16 they choose 14.
Oh, 40. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
They choose
It's a very
14,
busy show.
Everybody gets 3.
and they've got 4
That's the way it
shows
works.
with no, they choose 12. Is that 12?
12 out of 14.
No. But I think they're doing 4 shows with 3 people.
Yeah, that's
so
what they do.
that's
yeah.
12. Yeah.
They're just checking that you're not shit. They pick 14 people, and you'd have to be gutted to be the 2 people that aren't picked. I know there are people out there that weren't picked now. They're probably not watching. But imagine there's 14 people, and there's, that is a race you don't want to be part of. Really.
Exactly.
And how long is the set?
The set is 20 minutes, but you got no break in Edinburgh. It's every day, and that's gonna be
It is brutal.
it's gonna be
You have
brutal.
to
But I
really
don't
look after
drink.
yourself.
So hey,
Oh,
I'm
you'll
gonna be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
I drank
I've got no
way too
friends,
much.
The problem
So,
is, you
yeah.
say you don't drink, right? So I don't really drink in Edinburgh, but I eat, and that's the problem. I find like I'll eat late as a comfort thing after a gig. I'm like, I want to relax, and then I don't sleep well.
What's your
If I
go-to
eat
meal?
pizza.
What's your go-to in Edinburgh? What's your like favourite?
Well, no, Palmyra Pizza is always open,
it's
and
always
it's
open.
always open. It's always late,
That's
and
true.
it does falafel. It does yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So and I'm always on Clark Street, living on Clark Street. So.
And you get like the mix. I think it's a Scottish thing. You have the mixed box. I don't know what the actual name of it is, where it's just a little bit of everything. So you can have onion rings, chips,
Oh,
pizza.
beige.
No, it literally is all of it, and you just get
It's
one
beige.
big box. And you say you're not going to eat it all, and obviously I didn't. Obviously didn't.
They should call it Carb Central. Really.
They really
It's
should,
just- yeah.
or just call it the comedian's depression
Comedians
box.
have immature palates, I think.
Comedians depression box.
It's
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
And how much is that?
that
For
too
a bit of everything.
I think it was like £12. I know
In fact,
it
you
was
were going
exactly
straight on
£12.
price. Like, how much
Yeah.
is- I just want to know how much it is.
Yeah.
What kind of value am I getting
Oh,
at
it
3
sounds
a.m.
alright.
in
£12
Edinburgh?
seems a lot.
I know. I think that was the really big one, which I
Okay.
obviously
If you want to
shared.
save money, bring a packed lunch.
Yeah.
But nobody's enjoying themselves on a packed lunch.
No.
No.
There's
No.
but a AAA, right? So you did it last year.
Yes.
So if you had to give 3 bits of advice for AAA, right?
Yes.
3 bits of advice. What would it be?
What would it be? 3 bits of advice. Well, I would say don't drink. So I think that's a good one because
Yes.
you already don't do that. Be prepared that it's the one that I did, it wasn't necessarily a stand-up crowd. So a lot of them have never seen stand-up before.
Yes.
It's more of like a theatre crowd. So don't get upset if none of them laugh ever. They did. There was a few titters, and
Hashtag traumatized.
Scottish for twats.
no, actually, the Scottish that turned up, they were really good fun. They were quite rowdy. It was that the majority of the audience were sort of like 60 to 80, and they were retired. And then I'm going on stage talking about divorce in your 30s, and it just wasn't quite. I don't think I was what they were looking for. But it was fun. Like by the end, yeah, they were there to judge me, and I judged me. But then by the end of it, I feel like I got the groove, and I really enjoyed it. And it was a fun one to MC. But if you're closing, I think it'll be a cracking slot.
There's nothing like presenting a self-deprecating persona to people that are quite happy to deprecate
Yes.
deprecate you. Is that the word? Just
Deprecate-
like yeah, I'm shit, and everyone's going, yeah, you are
Yeah,
shit.
you are, yeah. Maybe you shouldn't
Is this
date.
just a TED talk about
Yeah.
how crap you are?
Yeah, should have
So
stayed. Yeah.
that's 2. Is there a
That's
third?
2. The third one, and
Sorry,
it sounds
don't
really
get the
lame, but eat really healthily because
Yeah.
I was just running out of steam because you don't get a day off and you've just got to keep on caning it every
That's
single
right. My
day.
accommodation needs to be right because I cannot take a room. I need something with a kitchen. I
Yeah.
need to cook
Yeah,
my
you
own
do.
thing because
Yes, you do.
last time I went like for 5 days, for me to eat vegetable or salad, I had to go to Pizza Hut and take the buffet. I mean, how crazy is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buffet's
Who goes
not.
to Pizza Hut to eat on their salad?
You don't do that.
Yeah, I needed it. I was craving it.
Yeah, yeah.
And on the plus side, you know that Pizza Hut's salad hasn't been touched for years. It's already there. I mean, they've got
That's
a load
everything
of
you
it.
need.
They've got everything you need.
Yeah.
In fact, post-coronavirus, when they're panic buying, the only thing left will be the salad at the Pizza Hut buffet. There's so Sarah, I'll ask both of you but in terms of stand-up, when did you guys start? When each of you? Because I guess in terms of years, you're like 1 year ahead in some ways, but in other ways, I know that you've been going a while. 'Cause
Longer, yeah.
You used to run a gig in Croydon.
I
which
did,
was, where
yeah,
was
the
it? What's it
Scream
called?
Lounge.
Scream Lounge.
Yeah, it was cool. Well, 'cause the
Yeah.
place was cool, but then
That was an alright gig. I came along.
was
It was
fun.
alright.
Yeah, it was fun.
But it was a gig in Croydon. So you manage your expectations when you go into a gig in Croydon. You're just
Yes.
like, all right, well, if I get out alive, I've nailed it.
and we both did.
We did.
Although they did shut it down the second time because there was another stabbing.
Yeah.
And
That
they had
was
to
it.
shut it during the riots.
I kept getting
and there was,
messages from Sarah, just going, "I'm really sorry today's off because there hasn't been a stabbing, but they've shut down the things just in case there's going to be a stabbing. I'm really
Right.
sorry about this."
Yeah, it
Very
was-
rarely do you get. It's usually no audience, but it's no stabbing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a really, bless you, that was a really fun gig to MC because that's when I learned how to MC because then I did that every week and it was really good fun. Although obviously it was in Croydon, but I am from Croydon, so I can't really
Yeah.
judge.
Well, yeah.
We're
your
getting good
people.
crowds.
Some weeks we were. I mean, I didn't do a lot of promo, but I think we probably, I don't know if you remember, sort of like 10 to 15 people, which is quite good
that's
for an
right.
open mic.
Yeah.
But then I was quite lucky because I
It's a
had
lovely
loads
room.
of people there. It was because it was set up as like nice cabaret tables. There was a stage and everything because it's a rock. Well, it was a rock music venue, so it was quite a good one to be able to do stuff in. And we did have loads of people like Larry Dean, Dave Baptiste. There was loads of people that we all sort of started around the same time, and obviously they're just a little bit more successful.
Is the Poodle Club in?
Yeah, that's in Sydenham. That's a
It's not
lovely
the same
gig.
place, is it? No, I thought it
No,
might
no,
be the
that's
same
Sydenham. That's a gorgeous
It's lovely.
gig.
Room.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's a really fun one to
I've
play.
just done that Friday.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Saturday?
Yeah.
Friday.
Poodle
Yeah.
Club. It's a good gig. It's in Sydenham.
Yeah.
What were you doing on Friday?
Okay.
Was it
Headlining
yeah, of
over
course you
there.
were.
Yeah.
No,
Lovely.
of course, because
Ariel, you always headline. Even if you open, you headline.
oh my god, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, that's so
There's,
sweet. No, but yeah, I was surprised because basically I've done another small gig a month before in Catford Mews, and I was closing, and anyway, I killed it apparently, and
Apparently,
Smashed
people
it.
telling me that I smashed
Smashed
it. I mean,
someone
I
wanted to
wouldn't say
talk
that.
to Karen, the promoter of Poodle, and she said, "Oh yeah, this French girl, she absolutely amazing." I said, "Ariel smashed it." Yeah, so. Yeah, at that same time I was texting her, "Oh, have you got a spot?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I was gonna," and she offered headline. I'm like, "Oh
She's
my god!"
great.
From 10 to
Nice.
headline, that was nice.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm amazing.
She is. Yeah.
Hashtag fat comedian. There's
PHAT.
PH. See, if I
I
say
feel
that,
really,
it
really,
sounds
I'm like,
good.
oh, Barry, no.
You know what I mean? It does mean that nobody else can publicise you because it just sounds fucking
Really offensive.
Very offensive. Well, I said it. It was one of those things where I heard myself. Anyway, so when did you guys start? Right, I'm moving on. We're moving on.
Yeah, we'll just
That's what
glaze
doing.
over
Oh, what happened
that.
there? We'll talk about.
So 9 years for me now.
9 years?
And I kind of got
Were
lost.
you married when you started?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were married when you started. You gone through. It's because you mentioned divorce. It's
No,
kinda
I
like-
am. I'm divorced.
It's the comedian's journey.
It's true.
From happiness,
not.
healthy. Wait,
Oh.
wait.
I'm newly married.
He's newly.
Oh,
he's
you
new into
fucked, mate.
comedian. No, it's good because you've got somewhere
She's
to
so
fall
supportive.
from. You've got somewhere to fall from. It's beautiful, right? So you've got a loving environment, and then you think of the shows. You've got. I lost my wife. I lost my kids. I lost my house. But
Lost your
I've
self-respect.
gained
I
a
can just
career.
say that anyway.
You could say that anyway.
No,
but
I wouldn't,
that
other
wouldn't be
people
true.
No, that's the thing. Yeah.
And that's why she's a comedian.
And so
successful
you bring,
comedian as well.
do you bring this to the stage?
Yeah, so in the past, I would say that my career, ironically, since I left my husband, has skyrocketed, and I think because I don't have to be home at any point, so there's no one saying, "Oh, I want to see you this weekend." No one wants to see me,
No.
so I could be out caning it every night, gigging constantly, and there's so much more material in going
This is
through a
so
divorce
bad. Yeah, this is
because
good
it's
and bad.
horrific.
Because
Yeah.
now I've
So
got a
there's your
boyfriend.
fourth tip. Yeah, there's your fourth tip.
Fourth tip: get
basically.
divorced,
Yeah.
or do it single because it's so much easier.
It
I
is-
think when you're
it is
single.
easier because now I've got a boyfriend for a few months.
Oh,
And
that's a shame.
Right.
He's gone.
And I mean, gigging is just like, just say, "Oh, you're going." Say, "Yeah, I've got a gig. I'm a comedian." Remember? So yeah, but nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a comedian when you met me.
Yeah.
So really, there's nothing to say about that. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing comedy?
I did my comedy course 2014, but I really started 2015.
Okay.
Yes. So 5 years
5
plus.
years.
Yeah, about 5 years plus.
And so when you started 9 years ago, were you doing Scream Lounge straight away? How did you get into it?
No, I actually, because I got caught on the open mic circuit for a couple of years. I didn't know I wanted to do it professionally, and I think that's kind of a problem. Is that everyone seems to have realised straight away they wanted to be a professional, and they do all the competitions and move up really quickly. I didn't know that, so yeah, I started doing a gig in the Scream Lounge, which was run by a guy called Pete, and then he was going for about a year and then didn't want to do it anymore, so just asked me if I wanted to take it over.
Nice.
And I was like, well, it's already set up. You know, you already had people booked in, and I just thought, yeah, it was a really good opportunity because I wanted to MC. I really wanted to learn how to do that skill because I really enjoyed it.
You're great.
So it was, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm a lot better now, but then.
Well, no, you were good then as well. Like, I mean, I think there's lots of kind of like skills, like you learn different skills at different times. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, like emceeing is mostly about being personable and just being,
True.
you know, nice people. The problem is, if you get stuck on the open mic circuit, though, is that there's a certain style that you adopt. Like I
This
hear
came
people
up last
say,
week as well.
Oh, did
actually.
it?
Yeah, and so how long were you doing open mic for?
God, way too long. I think I was doing it. I did it for about 2 years, just open mics, and then for the next 2 years, I was doing like 1 or 2 paid gigs, but very few and far between. And then actually I made the decision. It was actually a friend, another comedian, who said, "You've actually just got to say no more open mics, no more unpaid gigs, and if someone wants to book you, then it's paid only." And then I just forced myself to sort of make that transition. Didn't really earn much for a while.
But did you?
I've got a lot more nights in.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I've got no gigs.
But did you
Oh.
then do competitions, or did you?
I
miss-
did do competitions.
Yeah.
I wasn't
See,
any
look at it,
good.
he's come online now.
Didn't
It's like,
get-
the new
This is
comedian's
very
like,
nice.
how'd you do it? How'd you do it? What's the trick?
No, with competitions, I don't. I guess it's weird because obviously it's a very competitive job. I don't like the competitive aspect. I didn't like the competitions. I did do them. I got into the semi-finals. I can't even remember which ones now, but they weren't really for me. It wasn't. because I felt like you have to be benchmarked as a comedian, and I still didn't know who I wanted to be yet. I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
And like finding your voice. I don't think I really found my voice until I got divorced. I feel like I know who I am now on stage, and that sounds really wanky.
No,
I know who I am now.
I know who you are.
Thank you. Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
And so you were talking this. You did. Barry told a wonderful analogy before we were going live. And is you right to share that now?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. The pro one.
The what?
The casino.
The casino.
Yeah, it's a casino.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Merit.
Life is like a casino. Is that the one? No. So.
And that's it.
Yeah. So I'll have to say who it was because I wasn't. But Pierre Novelli has a nice little analogy for stand-up. So a lot of people think stand-up is a meritocracy because you see the people on TV and they look amazing because context is so much like in stand-up. You know, like if you see people on TV, it elevates them even further. So, but it's not always the case of the best people that are on TV. It just so happens that they're the ones on TV. And so as stand-ups, you kind of sometimes you go around and you feel slightly insane because you see people that are kind of struggling on doing that great, and the next day they're on TV, and there's no kind of like you as a stand-up, you've only really got other people to benchmark how you're doing, and it can kind of feel like an insane little world really. And then you see people that are amazing, and they've been going 20 years and they're absolutely phenomenal, and they've never been on TV, and they're like great, and you're like, how are you not? I don't understand. It's like for years, anyway. So And so it seems like a meritocracy, but it isn't always a meritocracy. Is the analogy? It's like a casino. You have to be the comedy world is like a casino in the sense of the success like that is that you have to be good enough to get into the casino. So you have to be good enough to be on stage and make people laugh. But once you've got that good, then in the casino you're just playing roulette. And anybody can win that game. Now, somebody can be brand new. They could be going 2 years. They've nailed how they are on stage, and they play their first game of roulette, and boom, they go straight up. And other people can be playing that roulette table again, and that's not you. You're 9 years in. Fuck off.
It feels like that though.
Yeah, I know.
People have been going 2 minutes, and they're like, "Like the Apollo."
40 years in.
All right,
that
fair
are just
enough. Fine.
Amazing. And
Yes.
you just it's never kind of nine. And that's the other thing as well about being a stand-up is you always feel further in than you are because it's quite relentless. It's like I was listening to a thing about, it's quite similar. Andre the Giant. Do you know the guy that played Andre the Giant? He was, he wrestled for 350 days a year, and but it's just on the road, day after day after day after day after day. He died at the age of 46. Day after day.
Happy story.
But it's an amazing story. He was in Princess Bride. But
him!
Yeah, massive Andre the Giant.
Oh my God! Yes, of course. Sorry.
Phenomenal guy, and 7'6", an absolute kind of iconic character. But you see people that are successful like that, and he was on in one of the biggest films ever, and yet he wrestled more than 5,000 times in his career. He was on the road day in day out, and that's what our careers are. You look at people that are super successful, and Mickey Flanagan, for example. You look at Mickey Flanagan, and it took him about 30 years to be successful. He was always brilliant, but just the amount of years, the amount of cars that he went through going from here, and he was about 50 when he kind of broke, and he kind of looks relatively young. But it's it just takes a long time, and you just got to keep stay in the casino, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
He pimped me out to say that. I don't think it's the most
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice. It
I
kind of
agree.
links a nice picture. Yeah.
Just explain what meritocracy
Meritocracy.
means.
Meritocracy is. I think he could have fucking told it right.
God's sake, Barry.
Mate, they say stand up is all about attitude, and that's why she's good at it, right? So, a meritocracy is what. So if you're good at something, you rise to the top. So, an example of a meritocracy.
Based on merit. Simple.
It's on merit.
Simple.
All right. Well, why don't you explain it then?
I didn't want to stop you and look rude, but I just
at what point did I want to get started?
Oh gosh!
Look, you didn't want to sit and look rude. Fucking hell. It's your USP.
Oh wow!
This reminded me of my divorce.
Yeah, you're getting PTSD.
Wow!
No, you do it very charmingly. You're very rude, very charmingly rude
what?
person. I don't know.
Okay.
This is called
Fat
gaslighting.
comedian.
International Women's Day. Gaslighting. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's go to an advert. Let's go to an advert. I think. We'll go for a wrap for a cup of tea. Let's go for a wrap. We'll have a
tea time.
Tea time wrap. Yeah. While I try and mend and repair the broken.
Time out. Tea time out.
Tea time out. All right. Go to that. We're back in a minute.
It's tea time. What? It's tea time. You don't got no cozy for your tea? It's tea time. It's tea time. Let me show you how to do it. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's getting cozy for your tea. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's getting cozy for your tea. Wanna keep your tea hot? It is not a mystery. Get yourself a tea cozy. It's a part of history. It was big coming from the late 19th century. Started right in Britain, a tradition it was meant to be. Hotter tea meant more time with your company, comforting them so you can use diplomacy. So before you make your tea, get to know me. I'm the guy who keeps his tea hot with the tea cozy. What? It's tea time. 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 Cozy for your tea. It's tea time. 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 A tea cozy is made of cloth. Some with bobbles so you can take it off. Hand knitted and fitted to the teapot. No warmth is lost that makes the tea taste. Wanna keep your company? Then get you a tea cozy. To keep all the cheeks frozen. It's the only proper thing to do. Keep a sense of pride alive. Tea is how we all connect. When we on that 9 to 5. When it's tea time, don't get behind. Tea cozy's getting redefined. To see what I mean, be between the lines. Don't circle tea, it just ain't right. What? It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's getting cozy for your tea. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's getting cozy for your tea. What? It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's getting cozy for your tea. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's tea time. It's getting cozy for your tea. It's tea time. 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 It's tea time.
Tea time. Everything's mended, everything's fine. So, what I was going to say is,
Mummy and Daddy are fine.
So, Mummy and Daddy are fine. That is a great thing to say to somebody apropos of nothing. Hello, how are you doing? Mummy and Daddy are fine. All right. Well, you go away. 9 years in, and what have you? So, how are things at the moment, stand-up wise? So, you're gigging a lot. Are you kind of like
going really well. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, no, because you're both kind of gigging constantly. You're out
Constantly,
about,
yeah.
So that you're both on here tonight, obviously, but you're go. How many gigs are you gigging a week? How often are you kind of keeping it going as an average? Because I know sometimes it's either feast or famine with being a freelancer. You've either got too many gigs that week or not enough gigs that week. That's what it is.
I try at least from 8 till 12, 14. That's why it is, because I still got my full time. No, a month. Because I still got my full time job.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm leaving.
No. Normally, that's what I aim for, because I'm not to the point where I have to gig all the time. Now I'm selecting.
This is the stand-up mentality. The gig economy came to stand-up way before, because that is literally your gig economy. She does a stand-up she does a gig every other day, and she feels like she's not doing it enough.
Yeah,
that is a good example.
Yeah,
so 14 gigs a month, you're doing it every other day, and did you hear the amount of apology there? Like, well, I could be doing it more. It's true. That's loads. That's something.
So
to
your
be
new
kind of
boyfriend gets you 14 days a month. That's fine.
What day do you get to yourself?
That's the kind of attitude that's going to get him divorced. And what about yourself?
Well, I try and do about 5 gigs a week, but obviously then like the joy of Angel and doing Top Secret is you can do like 3 in one day, 3 or 4 in one day anyway. So that's really great, because then you can make loads more money. Yeah. But again, I feel really guilty if I took last night off, and I felt really guilty about it.
You took a Saturday night off. What the heck? Yeah, I know.
No, and because even then with my comedian friends were like, it's just where are you tonight? Because obviously we're all on this WhatsApp group being friends, and I was like, I actually couldn't say, so I would lie, but I'm an Angel.
Yeah. I'm just
And
gigging
what were you
everywhere.
doing last
I
night?
was on a date last night.
Ooh,
come
that's
on.
good.
No,
What happened?
oh no,
Why
it was
was it
really
that
bad.
bad?
And I said to myself that I wasn't going to say what happened because it was so bad.
Why?
Yeah, you have to.
Oh God! So he
This
was.
has become
He was.
We have a
He-
caller.
He was very hot and it was very nice. He was half French, half Sicilian. Nice combo. I do like
Okay.
my men foreign. So, but I'm not sure if
That's
I can
very
get away with
foreign.
saying that. We met. We got on really well. Like the first 3 hours were lovely, drinking, chatting. I didn't realise he's not a big drinker, and he was proper like caning the beers.
Yeah.
And I only realised when we left the bar about 1 a.m. that he was
blotto.
no, he was fucked to the point where I was like, "How are you getting home?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know," because he met me in Beckenham where I live. He's in Wimbledon. I was like, "Well, the last tram's gone." And he was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "So what are you going to do?" So then he vomited all over the floor, which is very sexy. And then I was like, "Fuck!" And I didn't know what to do. I was like, "Right, I'll get you an Uber. What's your postcode?" Couldn't remember his postcode. Couldn't remember where he lived.
Oh,
and
God,
I was
he
like,
was that guy.
"Yeah." And I was like, "I didn't know what to do." And he was like, "It's fine. I'll just sleep at the station." And I'm like, "You can't. It's shut.
Yeah.
What are you going to
I
sleep
You'll
just
die
stayed
and I'll be
on the
responsible.
station.
Yeah, no, that's it. So
Yeah.
I thought,
The cameraman right now has got the cold dead eyes of a man
Yeah.
who's done it before.
see, and
He's
that's what
reckon that's what you do. That's what you do
He's
on a
thinking you
date.
don't remember me?
Good to see you again.
No, he literally shrugged. I looked at him. He was just like, "Yeah, that's a
Wow,
tactic."
you've been cornered.
So hang on.
Yeah.
That means
So then
what-
he had to come back to mine.
Mate.
So I made up the sofa bed.
Mate.
And he was on the sofa bed,
Foster.
and this is terrible because because I don't think he'd be watching, so I'm sure it's fine. And this isn't going to be on anything, is it? It's just live streamed and then it goes. So then I went to the bathroom and I came back and he was like completely naked on the bed, and I was like, what
Oh.
the fuck do I do?
Oh.
So I got like a courtesy blanket and just like threw it over him.
We can
like,
say some water.
yeah, and then he went to the toilet and was just throwing up, and he threw up all over my bathroom.
Nice.
And then I was like, look, I don't know what to do. I couldn't sleep. I was really paranoid.
Oh, mate.
So then I was like, look, you need to go. I was like, I can't, because it was like 3-4. I was like, I've got to work tomorrow. I was like, you need to go. And then he couldn't even dress himself. So I got him dressed, and then he could remember the road that he lived in, and I just sent him on an Uber back to where he lived.
You're way so tolerant. You should just let him sleep in the fucking station.
No, I couldn't have lived myself, because then I then went to sleep, and then I woke up and I thought, fuck, I don't know if he actually made it to the journey. And then I looked, and this Uber driver, literally the map, he went all over the fucking shot. So even the road
no.
he gave me, I don't think he
How much
even
did it
lived
cost
there.
you? Was it
35 quid.
Oh, mate.
But worth it.
But he messaged me today and he called me and he was genuinely mortified, and he was like, I'm so sorry, I don't really drink, I was very nervous, let me pay for it. And he was actually really decent about it.
Okay,
But
okay.
that is he only just did that just before the gig. And
Okay.
but it was so bad. I know it took
Wow.
a night off for that.
You know, when I hear
What a
those...
great story.
That is a great night off.
In a year's
That is
time. In a
that
year's
is-
time.
His
what a great
material.
story.
I mean, come on.
But I mean, and the thing is, because he was so hot, and I was like, and he was naked on my sofa bed, and I was like, shit.
Should I just jump on the...
Which you can't do, because
can't
the rule is if they can't make a cup of tea, you can't, and he couldn't even
that's
remember
right.
where he lived.
That is
Yeah,
right.
that's rape, isn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
you can't. So I was like, and this guy obviously, because he was like, "Oh, let us just cuddle," and I'm like,
I give my
no.
consent. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "No, we
Sexy.
can't," because you're
There's
really
a law.
hot.
There's a
and-
law.
Yes.
You don't want to go to jail because
Unless
of
you live stream it. I mean,
Yeah. So and then I had to clear up all the vomit.
Oh, nice.
when you all over the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, he missed the main bowl, and then it kind of hit the bin, like the top
Yeah.
of the bin, and then the round surrounding areas. So most of it did go in the toilet.
Wow.
And who'd have known that when you left the house? Do you know what I mean?
No, because I really liked him. Like the 3 hours we were together, we were getting really well. I just didn't know that he was wasted, and I wasn't really drinking.
Yeah.
So I just assumed, he must be able to
Wow.
handle it. 'cause
Are
he
you
was
going to
just-
see him again, though?
I don't know.
Well, he didn't
Oh,
do
mate.
anything wrong.
There's actually...
Come
Because
on.
it's the way he's handled it over the last hour.
No, he's
it's
been
just like-
lovely. No, because he was so lovely about it. It's so apologetic. He keeps saying message saying, "Oh, you're so lovely. You're so wonderful. I'm
Did
so
you see
sorry."
his naked body and just like... listen... Let's
Once
try
you
this
remove that
again.
vomit.
Let's try this again. Of like, this is what you might have missed. Like, and it's just like, you know what? I know he likes me, and I know it's like,
See him again.
But you
Yeah.
started
I
at
was
a low
discussing it.
point.
It was so
You
hard.
started at a low point.
I
He'll
love-
only
I was
be
discussing.
better.
No, but I was discussing it with my friends downstairs who've come to watch the show later,
Yeah.
and they were both like, "Oh, he seems really apologetic. Maybe they think that I should give him another chance."
I agree.
He drunk
You
a
do?
lot.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
He was nervous.
He's a-
He did say
yeah.
he was nervous.
Yeah.
And he's really hot.
Seriously, and he likes you, so
You know
I
what?
know.
You know what this
Go
has?
for it.
This has the making of a marriage story.
Yes.
You know when
speech.
mum and dad talk about how they met, right?
Yeah.
And that is how they met. And and I didn't sleep with your grandfather first because he couldn't make a cup of tea. And now think of all the cups of tea that he's made me, and I still don't. And now I don't want to sleep with him at all. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
husband number 2 chundered all over my bathroom.
yeah. you know,
Come
at
on,
least
it
then
happens.
there's an inverse thing. It doesn't start great. It starts awfully and then gets better.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the worst side of him.
You'd hope.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you like dating? I mean, was that just a bad experience?
No, because I decided to go on a sabbatical, so I haven't been dating for 6 months because I was like, fuck this shit, I don't want to do it. And then I was like, I'll give it another go. My friend
What
said I
could
should
possibly
try
go
Hinge.
wrong?
Yeah. Oh no, I did go for. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. I went for a coffee on another date on Thursday, and that was even worse. So like the first two
Worse than
experiences-
that.
Worse, just as in he. Oh god, I can't. It's too tight. I can't talk about it. No, it's really bad.
Why is it worse?
Because he was a musical theatre actor, and I hate musicals.
Oh, mate.
And I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so when he turned up, and he was like, "Yeah, I was in Les Mis, I did this and all that stuff," and I was like,
was in
"Oh,
Les
right,
Mis?
shit. See, this is why I shouldn't talk about it.
What?
I'm such a big
in
mouth.
the London production?
I'm not talking about it. Let's change the
Can
subject.
you
How's your
hear
love
the
life? Tell me about your
people
boyfriend.
Yeah, I understand.
I've
that.
really gone too far.
There's something like
I think you should
fascinating
see him
about this.
again anyway.
See him again?
This guy-
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
see
give
him
him a chance. Make sure you don't make him drunk, please.
No, but I
Respect him.
wasn't. He kept on buying for every drink I had. He was
Respect
buying
him,
like
like
two.
Jesus.
I did
Yeah.
respect him.
Yes, in a way.
How old was he? Can I ask?
33.
He's-
Old enough to know better.
Yeah, he should. But then if you're nervous, you're drinking,
Yeah, and
he's having a
he
good
really
time.
wants to see that you're the kind of girl who like a drink, and yeah.
Can't deny that. But I paced myself. Like I was having spritzers because I was like, no, I've got work, I've got gigs tomorrow. I don't want to get too drunk. And then I ended up having no sleep, not in a good way.
I mean,
because
imagine
was
the
doing
gut he
that.
had to contact you. And,
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
good. You
Yeah,
don't find that
and
often.
he was polite when he went back to you.
Oh no, he's still sending me messages saying, I'm so sorry, you're so lovely, I'll pay
You
you
must have
for...
the fear, the hangover fear
Yeah.
you get when you just kind of like, you're drip fed what happened last night. It's like, oh no, and then I took all my clothes off. Oh no.
I haven't told him that. Like,
No,
I don't think
Oh.
he knows that he did.
Well, dating's
He
like a
did that.
casino, isn't it? Dating's like a casino.
I
Meritocracy.
had a little preview.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
are you dating Ariel?
I'm
boyfriend.
dating a guy
Yeah.
since November.
Oh yeah, you just dated someone?
Yeah, we broke up for 3 days, and then we went back together. And the week after, we broke up again for 3 days. Every weekend is a bit hot because he doesn't listen. You know what I mean? He doesn't speak English very well. He's from Portugal, a black guy from Portugal, and what I like about him, right, is he's got this romantic thing that old school that people don't have anymore. You know what I mean? He took his time with me. Like he went on 5 cups of coffee before he finally kissed me, and he kissed me because after the 5th date, yes. So he kissed my hand. He did kiss my hand all the time, right? And go his way and bring me to my home and go his way. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet, right? But this is the 5th date, yeah? So I text him like, are you gonna kiss me or what are we doing?
Yeah.
Right? Because I need to know.
Valid.
I'm a busy woman.
yeah, you don't
Right?
need another friend.
I mean, I could be dating someone who actually wants to, kiss me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to kiss you, but I want to take my time. Listen, I'm not patient, so just next time you kiss me, please, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a bit
You're
bossy.
texting this. You're texting
Yes.
this. Yeah.
No, but I think that's reasonable. I'd be like, do you fancy me or do you not? Like,
Exactly.
I've had that with guys where I've been
Cards
on
on
loads
the
and loads of
table.
dates, and you're like,
Really?
do you just want to be friends because you've never mentioned anything about my looks, you've not tried to kiss me, like what?
Yeah,
what
and
is
this is a date. That's, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like a date. There's you know.
I was like, is this doing it or not?
Yeah, what's going on?
There's something about. I mean, obviously this guy's Portuguese or whatever, but I think the English male way of being is like. Catherine, I don't know if you remember Katerina, my ex-girlfriend.
Yes, yeah.
But she, because she's from Greece, so in Greece, men are just like leches, like just like
My
they'll
last
look
boyfriend
right
was Greek.
up- they'll look right up you as a way. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's but she came when she first came to the UK. She was so baffled because men just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't be lechy. So they'd literally like she felt like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not? Why am I?
Yeah.
Why are people not coming on to me?
Yeah.
Because English guys are generally, oh hi, how you doing? Yeah, you good? Yeah, it's good to see it. You know, and just keeping their distance.
Yeah, sometimes it takes like 5 years to finally tell you that
Yeah.
they're fancy you.
Madly
I'm
in
like,
love with
man, it's too late now.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I know.
You know
So
what I
is
mean?
this still an issue in dating? Is
Oh,
this,
yeah.
That men are just, Englishmen in particular, are real distant and just don't.
Or sometimes
Don't
it's too
approach.
much.
But then-
Sometimes I wanted to try a white Englishman, and he's just like, okay, what are you gonna wear? Blah blah blah. Okay, I'm like, I'm still gonna be, kind of, sexy or thing. And like, oh, could I finger you? I'm like, no.
What?
Not really, no. I mean,
Where were you? I'm assuming you were in private.
no. We were not even. We just trying to go on the date. Like we didn't set the date yet, right? But it was getting
You
very.
hadn't met.
No, we didn't meet yet. And I'm like, not
It
really.
was an autocorrect or something, maybe.
No.
Autocorrect?
No, I don't know.
Can I linger you? No.
And I'm like, no. And then he said, oh, no problem. And then he stopped texting me. I'm like, fair enough. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't happen like that. If you go on a date with someone,
He's so
right?
specific as well.
Thing goes well.
Specific.
Yeah.
If thing goes well, you let yourself fingered, but you don't. No one asks you.
Nobody plans
I've
it.
never
Yeah,
been
you
asked
just- you
that.
can
I've
feel
never
the-
been asked
Listen,
that.
The hands going
you
on you.
texted me. You texted me to say that I can, right? And you can't pull out
Yeah,
now.
I've scheduled in a fingering for 9:10.
Look, I've told all my friends. I've told all my friends that
We
I'll
are
be
fingering
you
at 900
9:30.
hours.
Like,
Yes.
why are you? Like, you can't back out. You know, I have a friend of mine, a male friend, who said he was on a date and the girl that he was on a date with, it was all going fine. After 2.5 hours, she said, "Listen, I could we go back to yours?" And it was like, "Oh yeah, okay." And he goes, "Listen, but I just want you to let you know, I don't want to have sex, but would it be alright if I put my finger up your ass?" He said that to him on a date. I was like, "What? So what? So you want to? That's what you want to like? But you're bringing. I mean." Full respect for bringing it up in the Weatherspoons that they're in.
Classy
Like,
from the start.
You know, he's classy, right? But he's like, yeah, just that, it feels like there is a whole world of people that the fact that they say that, there must be some people where it works. There must be some people
Yes.
where
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
think
must
you go,
be.
hey, can I finger you? And it's like, yeah, all right.
the
Yeah,
same
I
with
find
dick
it well
pics.
because I am open-minded to, I can talk sex and everything with someone, yes.
Yeah.
But I expect some class, a little bit, you
Not
know what I
just a
mean?
text.
Buy me a drink first. I mean,
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
on.
Me.
Animals?
Yeah.
But it's the same with like dick pics, as in I was like, there must be girls that ask for dick pics in order for them to be out there. That's what I think, because I've never asked for that.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh.
No, well, I
Well,
don't know.
have you sent a dick pic?
I've never sent one.
Yeah,
never, I
nobody
swear
has.
on my life.
Nobody has, but they're loads.
No.
Then why do I have a library of dick?
I think guys probably just do that. I just think the guys
You
might
think
just
you're
do
a
that.
guy? Do you do it?
I've never done it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
if your dick is not special, there's no need. I mean, if it is special, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, actually, I wasn't hot on you, but just want to see
Hey,
it.
and that's why we get it, because every guy sees his dick as special. It's like, they're going to want to see this. They're going to want to see this.
But
This
I mean,
is
I don't
something
understand what's going on with you men, because like some men they think that they're the shit, their dick is the shit, but it's
Yeah.
like no, your dick is shit.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just like, did you see other dick before? Because your dick is
Yeah.
not.
I don't think they
You
have.
know
It's
what?
not
Most
big.
men haven't seen other dick.
Well, don't you when you go to pee and you whack
Not
it out on
really.
the...
Not really. If you're looking, it's not a good
I
sign.
mean,
Appropriate to-
men watch porn. There is a lot of dick there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
they're
that's
not real people.
unrealistic
Yeah,
dick.
that's-
It's unrealistic dick.
That's
There is some
unrealistic
normal
dick.
dick there.
Normal dick in porn. I'm not looking
No?
at the dick.
Okay, I thought that was normal.
But
I
it's
should
like
stop
people
Yeah,
that.
I know. that's
watching
Yeah,
white
well,
porn.
you right.
I thought that
It's
was
like people
normal.
that have never come to London and but slag London off.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to give an analogy.
Oh, I thought you meant in porn. I was like,
Come to London, get your dick out, see what happens.
No, I think yeah. I mean, they obviously have you. Do you receive them?
Yes. And it's one of those things where you're like, there was one guy I really liked, and we were bantering back and forth,
No,
talking all day,
no,
and I was like,
No,
this
he
is
just
great, and I
comes
was like,
in.
and then he
Is
was
there
like,
not a warning?
no, and then he was like, he sent me a picture, and I was like, oh, and then you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, now I have to block you. And it was going so
Yeah.
well, where there was another guy I was dating, and we'd been on a couple of dates, it was going really well, and then I just got a picture message out of the blue, and I thought, oh, now I'm going to have to dump him, and now I can't see him anymore, and he genuinely sent me a picture of the moon, because he thought it looked nice that evening.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, so
What?
thank you for not sending me a picture of your dick.
that is a little bit like, what have I become? That somebody sends me a picture and I automatically go,
I did.
it'll be a dick.
No, because
Yeah.
I said to my mates, I'm not looking at my fucking phone because I really like this guy and he's obviously sent me a picture of his dick.
And it was the moon.
And it was the moon because he went, the moon looks really lovely tonight. I thought you'd like to see it because I know you're working. And I was like, well, damn, he's played
Oh,
that
yes,
very
you were
well.
like, there we go.
I was like,
Yeah, top, lift your top up. There
this is a picture of
My
the silhouette of my dick against the moon. That's what
what's
I
in
did,
the
yeah.
background? Oh, shit.
I call it the eclipse. Yeah.
I was
I'm not
a date.
saying it's big.
The date was so sweet. It was like, okay, where do we meet? And they said, okay, do you want to go to a spa? And I'm like, I was a bit, I'm not a skinny girl or whatever. I'm my body conscious. I'm maybe, I am kind of proud and, but I still got I will not show my full body just like that, Has to be the right lighting and everything. But anyway,
Moonlight.
Exactly, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm like, oh, that's different. Anyway, if I'm going to sleep with a guy eventually, he's going to see my body. So let's get on with it, right? But I thought that was...
Let's get on with it, come on.
I thought that was special. I'm like, okay, that's,
It's a nice, not so
Exactly, so we went and everything. But mine is like, oh, that's clever in a way. It looks nice, but at the end of the day, you see me without makeup and half naked. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Clever.
There you go. Are you suggesting that as a way for people to offer you spa dates? I'm just like, listen, it's very clever if you offer me spa dates. Another way of finding out how awesome it's like is taking them on holiday. Then you really get an idea of what they're like. So if you want to take Ariel on holiday,
Please,
or Sarah on holiday, there's or me on holiday. Anyone on
No
holiday?
dick pics.
No dick pics.
I don't mind dick pics.
See, that's what I thought. There must be girls that don't mind it then. So
No. It's just like I can see the character of the person. I don't go crazy. I'm just like, okay, you silly. I'm not gonna go out with you, right? I did my 5 minutes about dick pic. It's about this guy. We're talking, and yes, his dick was special. I had to see it. I had to see it live. I'm sorry. It was. I never seen that.
I never seen.
Yes, I never see. I had to see if it was like real.
And was it?
Was it? It was.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was. I ran away from that.
See,
was just too much.
See, that is a reason to send it. Almost like a warning. Like, listen, I'm really sorry, but if we carry on, this is what you're
going to have to
contend with.
That I understand. I mean, because there was one. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
But he didn't say.
Handle this, ladies.
He didn't say warning.
This is over 18 dick pic.
Yeah.
Well, it's going a bit finer. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of viewers just on this.
It's about this every single week. Every single week the live stream ends up on dick pics. But
we've got one now on the screen behind us.
It'll be like going into our DMs on Insta. It'll be dick pic.
I do wonder though whether there's some kind of. I mean, I don't think any group of people, especially men, are intelligent enough to use this as a way. But if you're dating somebody, or if you, it's difficult to say. I don't think we should see each other.
Yeah, it's an awkward
again,
conversation.
Right? It's not a good conversation. Even if you like somebody, it's like something's happened at work and you can't see him, and it never comes across well. But it almost feels like it's a shorthand way, a really quick way of making sure that somebody else chooses not to by sending them a dick.
Are you saying maybe all these guys just never really liked me?
But
And I can't get rid of Sarah, dick pic.
But it's the only thing that makes me because it's so
that
prevalent.
makes sense.
All my female friends have received.
No.
dick pics at some point.
Mobile phone. Yeah, what's good about mobile phone? Before it was an issue because back in the days you could give a wrong phone number. Right now, people will check it.
Yeah, they do.
And you know what I mean? But now, I mean, the block. You block the guy.
Yeah.
It's awesome. There's no need to send any dick pic. You don't need to talk. Just, yes, I give you my number. Hi, yeah. I don't want no argument with anyone, yeah? I give you my number. Then he rings. Block. Done.
Have you ever gone through your block? Because my mate asked me,
can
I look at your block list? And I was like, absolutely not. And then she looked at it, she was like, dude.
You know what? There's not even no name. I mean, I hope there's no limit on how many people you can block. Because that would be a problem. Because there's a lot right now. Not just men.
That's what happens in dating. Is people get, like the guy I went on the date with on Thursday, he thought there was a spark, I didn't think there was. So I get a shitty message and then he blocks me. And you're like,
really?
Oh, and I was like, but you've got to be honest. You can't just date someone because he was like, no, there was definite chemistry. And I was like, well, I don't.
Yeah,
like,
well, we're not agreeing on this.
You can't tell me that I had chemistry for you because it did. I wasn't sure. That was the honest truth.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like he's right.
No, he wasn't. Because I said I'd like to go for a coffee again to see if there was chemistry. He wanted a definite answer about whether there was 100% attraction there, and I wasn't sure.
Why, is he on commission? Do you know what I mean?
Apparently,
slow down.
Yeah.
But men, when you go on date, it looks like men think that that's it, I like you. No, it's not that I like your picture. Sometimes I have to go down to what I normally like, because judging people on their picture is not very nice. No. Yeah, I like quality, personality.
Yeah.
So you go on the date and the guy's saying, oh, she likes me. No, I don't. It's not that I like you. I want to know if I'm passing on, the right person. Yeah. But physically, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just show me your personality, if it clicks or not. But men think, no, that's it. She went on the date with me. That's it. No, man.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem is I didn't understand his point of view he thought that me going on the date was an obvious, because then
Consent.
he said to me afterwards, send me your links to your stand-up, I'd love to see your stand-up, so I did. So then when I eventually was like, look, let's leave it here, you obviously want an answer right now, I can't give you an answer right now, I'd like to meet for a coffee, but if you want a yes or no, I have to say no. He was like, but you sent me your links to your videos. And I was like, yeah, I'm a fucking comedian, like,
Listen,
it's not.
I get fans one at a time.
And then they block me one at a time.
But you know what? They're still watching every 6 months, just so they can tell their friends, hey, I was dating a comedian.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
Barry, how important are chins?
Chins. Oh, I tell you what. Well, one thing I was going to say is we might have a chin advert, but in maybe about 2 minutes, because Sarah's going to have to go downstairs and do a bit of stand-up. She's opening in the second half.
Yes, I am.
So chins are pretty important.
Yeah.
But I kind
That
of
was a
like,
nice segue, wasn't it?
It was a lovely segue.
Okay,
I mean,
we'll
what
do
you
it
did
again.
is you took something that was already in the air,
Yep.
chins, and kind of like ran with it.
Yeah, so it's a segue, isn't it?
But
So you're going on stage, are you excited?
Yes, yeah, I still always get nervous. Do you still get nervous?
Yes, I have to.
Do you not?
I know. I was in front of I did a gig in front of 500 people last night in a football club, which is just
Hashtag humble brag.
No, yeah. Football club. Yeah.
No, 500
right?
people.
They were lovely, right? I was there last year, and they bought T-shirts that said Barry on them, which was which was kind of very sweet. And I thought they're not going to let me out alive. There's some kind of lynching that's going to go on. Of kind of like
So they bought
gonna-
merch.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them a load of my badges. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but it's Zoe Lyons and Hal Crutton, and it was big.
Oh,
and I just
fun.
but even in the bigger gigs, the only ones that I get kind of nervous about, you know what, is when other people are nervous. So if I'm ever emceeing a new act competition,
Yes.
right, because everyone else is nervous, I get nervous.
It's because they're pacing and
Yeah,
stuff.
so
and
the
you pick
pacing's
up on
like,
the
well,
vibe.
my body, the
Yeah.
animal part of me is just like, oh, I've got to get nervous,
Yeah.
But like, I, if anything, I'm less too not nervous on things. I need to be, like, I remember there was a MC I used to see, Mark Olver, his name is. He's a great comedian. He does a lot of TV warm-up work now. I remember him MCing and just bringing on a bowl. He was opening the gig. A bowl of ice cream. Hey, how you doing? And he's kind of bowling in there. And it worked. It was fine. But it was also a case of like, I don't want to get that relaxed. I
That's
don't
too
think
relaxed.
like,
Ice cream?
yeah. It wasn't a high stakes gig or anything like
Sounds like
that.
a great idea.
And it worked. It
Yeah.
kind of worked for the thing, but I just thought, no, I might not do that
Yeah.
relaxed. But I do
Yeah.
feel that relaxed. I do
you?
feel, and I don't know if it's entirely good. I think it's good to be nervous. I think it's good to have, like,
Yeah.
the reason I mentioned yesterday is like I should be a bit kind of nervous for that because it's a it's everybody's Saturday night and you've got to kind of
Yeah.
like I give respect, but I don't necessarily get nervous. Like, but you get nervous every single time.
Every single time.
Really?
Because I just thought that was normal, but then I think a lot of people, they don't necessarily... I mean, not to the point where I feel like I'm going to be sick or I can't go on. It's not like in the early stages, but I still, just before I go on, like a few minutes beforehand, I get like, oh, fuck, what am I doing with my life?
good
And then you go
energy.
on.
What am I doing with my life?
You're like,
Why
why
am
do
I
I do
doing
this to myself?
Yeah, I know.
And then, I mean, it gets easier. Like, if you're doing 3 or 4 gigs in a night, by the 4th one, obviously then you're a lot more relaxed.
By the fourth one, you're a slow one.
I am slow, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for
the fourth
noticing.
one, precisely.
Wow.
She does 14 gigs a week.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just managed
Oh,
to do
and
5.
here we go. We've got Sarah.
I've got to go.
So we're going to go to an advert for Chins, and then Sarah, you'll
Do I
see
come
Sarah
to
on
see?
stage.
Yeah.
This is Amy. You won't get to see Amy, but she's just like the
So I'm
brilliant,
coming back, am I?
the brilliant actor, Amy Oliver, Amy
Olivia.
Amy Olivia. Sorry,
Get it right.
Amy
Barry.
Perry.
Say
Amy Perry.
Barry.
Right,
That's-
and right, get on Spotlight.
Okay, I'm gonna go as well.
You're going to go as well.
Over to chins.
I'm gonna watch.
Gonna
In
go.
quiet moments, do you find yourself worrying about your chin? When you go out to pubs or clubs, are you self-conscious and embarrassed about your chin? Do friends and work colleagues make fun of your chin? Does your chin lack style and finesse? If the answer to any of these questions is yes, you need worry no more, as help is at hand. Chins R Us are Southampton's biggest new chin superstore. We stock everything you need to make the most of your chin. Shaving foam, razors, foundation, spot cream, moisturizer, chin straps for hats and bonnets, false beards, and a new revolutionary mini balaclava for the chin, the Chin Cozy. All this and hundreds of synthetic, lifelike chins for those who want to have the chin they've always dreamed of without the need for expensive cosmetic surgery. All this and more under just one roof. Go to www.chinsorus.co.uk for more chin solutions and chin-related articles. Chins, 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 chins. Chins are us. Everything you need for your chin.
Oh, we're back on.
Ariel's heading off. You know what? We're going to go to a couple more videos. We're going to wait for Sarah Iles to... Bye, Ariel.
Bye-bye.
You're going to wait for Sarah Iles to start. So let's go to Mollusk World and let's go to Nads, which is a sketch I produced. And you'll be able to see kind of like in the corner here, Sakisa's on. So we might kind of cut abruptly from those sketches to Sarah being put on stage. So,
That's the beauty of live.
That's the beauty of live. You can just cut like that. So I think I covered everything.
I think you did.
No cooking segment this week. But Ariel has promised to come back another week and do a bit of cooking for us.
I think we've more than made out for it with our chat.
Yeah. All right, so enjoy these and enjoy Sarah, and then we'll have Sarah up at the end.
What are you doing sitting there listening to this advert? You should come down to Horatio Pork Turkey's Mollusk World. Mollusk World is a fun day out for the whole family, filled with 32 exciting roller coasters and over 50,000 slugs. 50,000 slugs! And even more slug-related attractions. Take a trip down the Mucus River in real-life gastropods. Travel the park in biologically accurate mucal bubbles. Fly on the Polymer Network monorail passing through the magical tree snail jungle. Or explore the world of barnacles and sea slugs in the slimy submarine. You can even adopt your very own slug and give it a home. So come down and have yourself a slug-filled adventure. You will arrive as a human, but you will leave as a mollusk. That's a fact. You might even have your own slime trail. Come for the slugs, but stay for the adventure.
I'm gonna have to hurt you. I'm gonna have to hurt you again. Alright! Yeah. Oh. Hey, you! Yes! And I'm gonna enjoy hurting you.
Yeah. Could you go away now?
This way, officers.
Hello. I'm Constable Shirley Banks and this is Detective Inspector Steve Taylor.
Steve Nads Taylor.
We're here to investigate the disappearance of your daughter.
Thank you. It's been horrendous.
It's a nightmare.
Of course.
Yes. Nads is my nickname.
I'm sorry?
Steve Nads Taylor. Nads is my nickname.
Oh,
It's short for gonads.
Yes, thank you, Inspector. Now, can I ask, when did you last see your daughter?
It would have been about 3:30 on Tuesday.
I see.
They call me Nads because of my enormous balls.
what?
Inspector,
They are huge.
we'll move on now, shall we?
Yes. So, Mrs. Barnes, where was your daughter going at 3:30 that day?
Well, Inspector, she was
Please, call me Nads.
Well, Nads, she was on her way...
Look! This is not appropriate.
No, you're right. I'm awfully sorry about this. Hang on one moment.
got to the end where they went into their whole outfit, get into their dresses, they had a bridesmaid, they had a family, had friends at the wedding ceremony, got to the end of the aisle, were standing next to each other, saying declarations to each other, and one person went, "I don't," in front of everyone. And I was like, why would you go through the whole thing just to say "I don't"? Why didn't you just say that in your t-shirt and jeans? Like, you could have done this on the phone, for fuck's sake. Please watch the show. It's absolutely amazing. There's some people that I fucking hated in the show. Jessica was one of them. Some people have seen the show know what I'm talking about. She was a bitch. Fucking wanted to kill her. But when it comes to dating, it's very interesting because everything's very much now modern. Everything's dating apps, not meeting people face to face. Give me a cheer if you're on a dating app. The rest of you are fucking liars. Okay. The rest of you are fucking liars. Yeah, I know some people have seen on dating apps in here. Because I decided I was going to come off all the dating apps in 2020 because I had a day which I called Dick Pic Friday, which is exactly what it sounds like. Like I set up a profile, match with this guy. I was like, hey, how are you? How's your day going? Dick pic. Okay, let's try someone else. Hey, what do you do for a living? Dick pic. I accumulated 25 dick pics in one day. And I don't understand the concept of dick pics, men. I don't know what you expect my response to be like. A dick pic? For me? And men, what you don't seem to understand is when you send a dick pic, you don't just send me a dick pic. You send me and the close circle of friends I'm with a dick pic. We trade them like they're Pokemon cards. That's what we do. So what I do now is that whenever I do get a dick pic, I just send them one back. Like, can you tell if this is your dick? Like it's a police lineup of dicks. Like I'm the Oprah of dick pics. Just dick pic for you, dick pic for you, dick pic for you. Liam, have you ever sent a dick pic? Yeah. It's cool. I talk about quite a lot of things on stage, apparently, that I shouldn't say. I get a lot of like criticism because I'm a woman saying certain things on stage. Like I was in a gig, I was talking about masturbation and vaginas. Yes, I will talk about it now since you lot brought it up. Okay? Because I feel like, especially it's comedy, it's really weird. Because when a man comes on the stage talks about masturbation, he'll be like, you know, be wanking to, and it'll be something stupid like zebras, and everyone be high-fiving him. But when a woman comes on the stage talks about masturbation and vaginas, everyone gets a little bit awkward. Like this, apparently. Okay, fine. Because I'm going to say it. Why not? It's 2020. I masturbate. Ladies? Yes, queens. Yes, queens. Yes, queens. Damn right. Because I can only love me the way that I love me, and I love myself well. Yeah? Because I wake up, look in the mirror, I'm like, ah! You were the shit last night. Let's get to work. Yes, damn right. That's why I'm always so happy. Okay, let's get on board. That's why I'm always happy. I was doing this gig and I was saying that exact same joke. And this woman came up to me afterwards and she was like, you shouldn't be saying things like that. You're a lady. You should just be at home having like children and having a husband. Why can't you just do that? And I was like, this is why I'm never taking you to a gig, mum. This is why I'm never... This is why you can't come. Yeah, this is why you can't come. I'm currently writing a show about my relationship with my mum and my 9-year-old cousin. It's really weird. Because my 9-year-old cousin is absolutely amazing, but she's growing up in a very different world. She's very conscious about social media. She's conscious about politics. She's conscious about her body. She's conscious about being a woman. And I think it's really weird because she's 9 years old. She should just be having fun. Yeah, she should be chilling. She should be living her best life. She's 9 years old. And she's always really, like, bothering me about the fact that I don't have a boyfriend. Like, we was at one particular family wedding, and she kept going to me, why do you not have a boyfriend? You're over the age of 30. You should be married by now. You should be walking in the aisle. What's wrong with you? And I was like, you're 9 years old. Where's your boyfriend? Why are you coming at me for? What's going on? What's the beef, yeah? It was like 10:30 at night. I had maybe, like, 8 or 9 bottles of Prosecco. So living my best life. And she kept going round in a circle going, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a boyfriend. So I was like, you know what? I know how to handle you. So I was just like, You don't know your daddy. You don't know your daddy. Fucker. Teach them when they're young. Okay, teach them when they're young. Fucker. Don't mess with me. I'm from South London. Okay, don't mess with me. But I pick her up quite a lot from school. I had to pick her up the other day from school, and a head teacher said to me, Renee's in trouble. I was like, why is Renee in trouble? She said, Renee's in trouble because she punched the boy in the face. I was like, okay, Renee, why do we punch a boy in the face? And she said that this little boy wanted to play Kiss Chase. Now, does everyone know the game Kiss Chase? If you don't know it, it's when little boys chase little girls around the playground and they aim to kiss them. It's basically a game that shows men about consent, okay? Top-notch game, yeah? So she said she didn't want to play Kiss Chase, so she walked off, and this little boy dragged her back and said, no, you've got to play Kiss Chase. So she punched the boy in the face. Now, I said to the head teacher, I'm really sorry. My family doesn't tolerate violence. However, that boy was probably being a little bit of a cunt. So I'm going to take her to McDonald's, okay? What would you like, a Big Mac meal? Yes, you will. You've been good today. And a McFlurry. It's going to be really weird when she's older. I think it's... Anyone here got kids? Okay, no, of course not. You're here on a Sunday night at free comedy. Of course you don't have kids. Jesus Christ. Of course you don't have kids. No. I do one day want to have kids, but obviously I've got to get a boyfriend first before I do that. Or actually, no, I don't. It's 2020, right? I could just make one myself. But I date all different types of people. I like white people. You lot are cool. You're cool. It's 2020. I hang around with quite a lot of white people. Even got myself a North Face jacket. So I'm one of you now. One of you. I decided, though, that in 2020 that I was going to write a book about how white guys should date black girls. The reason why I decided to do this. So I was dating this guy. We were making out on his sofa. And he said to me, can I touch your hair? Now, I didn't know there was an oral racism around my hair. Also didn't know that was a fetish. So I thought about it for a minute. And I was like, yeah, you can touch my hair. So I just took it off and left it with him where I made a coffee. Like, you wank off to that. Have fun with that. I'll see you in 10 minutes, okay? Don't mess with me. We're going to start the second section. You ready for the second section of comedy? We've got two more amazing acts for you. They're both absolutely amazing. I love them both to death. The first one is the amazing Sarah Iles. So let's give her the energy that she deserves. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Everybody say Sarah Iles!
Hello. Thank you. Personal fan club brought in this evening. Hi guys, it's lovely to be here. I get really nervous coming to do this gig in Angel because I have an ex-boyfriend who lives around the corner. Yay! So I get really paranoid that I'm going to bump into him because you always have that one ex that is just completely and utterly mental. Yeah, we've all had that one ex that's complete nuts. Well, I was his. Kind of big time. Yeah. And I really hate those whole connotations that girls are like the crazies in relationships because I realise you boys, you can be just as bad. I read about this guy who lives in Shanghai and he got dumped on Valentine's Day this year. And he's some sort of weird, embroiled rage. What he did is he rang up the local cinema in Shanghai for Valentine's night and he pre-booked every other seat so no couples could sit together. I think that's brilliant. I mean, most people, they take the revenge out on their immediate ex. This guy, whole town. Love it. Love it, ambition. So, nice fun fact about me. I am recently divorced. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, and it actually is good because before then, did not have enough material to be a full-time comedian. So, he may have got the house. I got all of you guys. It's a lovely deal. Hello. When I say divorce, that's a little bit of a porker. I left him 2 years ago, and technically I'm mid-divorce. And the reason why I'm mid-divorce is because there are 9 stages. Yes, 9 stages to get divorced, which is ridiculous because there's only 5 stages of grief. Just would have been so much quicker if he'd have died. Just a natural death, that's all, Coronavirus is rife. It's good. It's natural. It's fine. So it was a very amicable mistake. Don't worry, we are still friends because we didn't have any kids or anything like that, which actually makes it a lot easier because I don't like them. No, really not a fan. You're a nice crowd, so I'll be honest with you about why I don't want kids. Basically, I got bitten by one when I was really little. It just terrified me ever since. It's true. Sorry, I realise talking about divorce can make people really uncomfortable, especially sort of the happy couples. Yeah, I do. I feel it. I feel like they look at me now like I've morphed into some sort of crazy divorce whisperer. Yeah, like I'm just randomly going up to happy couples and being like, 1 in 3. And I'm not, because it's 1 in 2. And now, good. Hello, happy couples. Hey. It's weird, because when you go through like a breakup or anything like that, like a divorce, people love to give you advice. So the advice I get all the time is, there's nothing lonelier than being with the wrong guy. You've heard that one? There's nothing lonelier than being with the wrong guy. And there is being alone. It's factually lonelier. So I actually wanted to try and do the whole dating thing again. I thought it would be quite interesting, but I was really nervous about the online stuff. Like Sakis was going on earlier, it can be quite crazy. So my friend said to me, look, why don't we go old school and we can go speed dating? Now, I'd actually been with my ex for 12 years, right? So I was like, I haven't been on one date in 12 years. I don't think I should go on 20 in one night. I mean, for me, I kind of figured that would be like being a virgin at a gangbang. No? Fucking amazing. Same man, 12 years. So I ended up just biting the bullet and I didn't do the speed dating. I just downloaded Tinder and I thought, I'm genuinely just going to see what it's all about. So I downloaded Tinder and I immediately matched with this really hot 25-year-old. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that's probably only relevant if I tell you how old I am. So basically, I recently turned 30, and by recently, I mean about 4 or 5 years ago. So it's 7. It's fine, very recent. So I was well chuffed that I managed to pull this guy. So we went on a few dates, and then on the 3rd date, I invited him back to mine so I could cook him dinner. Now, I hadn't had a meal for a long time. I was very, very hungry. So we were sitting on my sofa and we're having a few beers and I was trying to be a bit like, flirty. Like, oh. That's how you do it. Oh. So I was trying to doing it very well. I was trying to do the flirty flirts. And I said to him, do you know what? You're super hot. Like, how are you still single? And he was very honest and he was like, well, basically I'm in love with this girl at work. But I'm not really sure how to tell her. What do you think I should do? 'Tis quite the conundrum, isn't it? And I thought, hang on a minute, you're in my house, you're drinking my drinks. Like, I thought you were here to have the sex with me. And you've just told me you're in love with another woman. And I thought, you know what? I should just throw him out, shouldn't I? This is disgusting. I deserve more than this. I should just throw him out. And then I thought, well, he's already here. Had been quite a long time for me. And I kind of feel like I deserved it. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it was his youth or what, but he kind of missed a few steps. Yeah, basically, he kissed me and then immediately went down on me, to which I thought, mate, we met on Tinder, not just eat. It's a bit much, isn't it? Well, so we then proceeded towards the old fun, sexy times. And he actually tried to without a condom. Now, I am actually a massive cougar, so I'm down with the lingo of the younger guys. And I was like, no glove, no love. No. And he said, do you still need to use one at your age? I was like, no, but I can still give you AIDS! So it didn't quite work out with him. So what I did is I went back onto Tinder and I matched with another guy called Valentino. I have some issues. I was messaging with Valentino, and he actually asked me out for a date after my gig on the Saturday night. Now, on the Friday, I was doing what we call a comedy car share. So I was in a car with 3 other comedians, and we're travelling from London up to Leeds for this gig. And I'm in the back, and I get a message from Valentino, and it says, "Hi, Sarah. I just wanted to message before our date tomorrow, because I'm a very honest and straightforward person, and I just think it'd be good to know before we meet. Are you fat? Because I can't quite tell from your pictures. And I just think it's best that I know before tomorrow." Yeah. So what I do is I copy his message, I paste it back to him, and I go, "Hi, Valentino. I just wanted to message before our date tomorrow because I'm a very honest and straightforward person. And I just think it'd be good for me to know before tomorrow, do you have a small penis? Because I can't quite tell from your pictures!" I just think it's best if I know. So then he messages me back and he goes, no, you got it all wrong. Basically, there's one picture on your profile where I can't tell whether you're fat or it's the dress. So I was like, okay, right. Okay, send me the picture, yeah? Send me the picture where you think I look fat. Now, I'm relaying this all to the other guys in the car, and they're like, there's no way he's going to send the picture. I mean, no guy in his right mind would send the picture, yeah? No guy in his right mind would send that picture. Yeah, so he sends the picture. And then he writes underneath, "Oh, but looking at it closely, I'm thinking it's a summer dress and you're not that fat." Now, obviously, I take issue with this for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm not the skinniest girl in the world, but I'm actually very happy with how I am. Number two, I hate the whole fat thing. I do, because according to your BMI, we are all fat. We are. And if you don't know what your BMI is, it's your height times your weight minus all self-esteem. All right. So I ignore him, and then the next day he says to me, "Oh my God, I am so sorry. I mean, I can't believe I said that to you. I was very, very drunk. Can we just talk about something else?" I was like, "All right. Off you go." He said, "Right, I went to the barber's today." So I said, "Okay, was it nice?" He said, "No, I hate the barbers." I'm like, "Why? Is he fat?" And then he said, "Have I fucked this up? Have I fucked this up?" And I thought, have you fucked this up? Have you fucked this up? And then I thought, well, he's already here. It's been a long time for me. And I deserved it. I did. So, guys, I'm just going to finish on this. I've had a very strange day today. My friend, she actually rang me up earlier, and she said, did you want to go to the STD clinic today? So, yeah, we could go along together. We could get tested. It would be fun. I was like, no. And actually, remember I went last week? Yeah, so if I turn up there again today, God, it's just going to make me look too much like a fucking legend. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to want to wash that. Okay. Guys, I'm Sarah.
We're back. That was Sarah Iles, and I think Sarah's going to be coming back up here as a kind of goodbye. But thank you very much for watching the live stream. This has been it this week.
Live from Angel Comedy.
Live from Angel Comedy Club at the Bill Murray. If you want to have a look outside, I think we've got a screen shot of what we look at outside with our cool graffiti on outside. So just to remind you, this is the UK's only kickstarted comedy venue. It's run by comedians. It shares its profit with staff. It's a community thing. We have free comedy workshops on Saturdays from 12 till 3. And we do comedy masterclasses. Join our Patreon if you want an inside track on everything we do. This is Sarah. There she is. Yeah, come in. I've got your got your seat. How'd you find it?
They were really lovely.
Yeah, nice one.
To drink. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, because I had 2 friends in the crowd, so I was kind of nervous.
Yeah,
you were saying.
They sat right close to the front, and I'm like, oh, there they are, which is lovely. But I probably should have said,
don't do that.
To the back, so that I don't get.
I was doing a gig at Comedia, right, last month, and Josh, who does the live stream, has said, "Oh, can I have 2 seats, 2 tickets for your gig? I'd love to come and see you." And I said, "Yeah, it's fine." And I said, "One thing, just don't sit at the front, right?" I turn up. Where is he? Right in the fucking front with this girl, and like it's a date as well. I'm just like, I saw her, made eye contact. I was like, why you did? He goes, I couldn't do anything about it. Like, he was trying to say that he couldn't do anything about it. It's like,
You
but
said it wasn't a date, but...
it wasn't a date. But
Oh,
it
definitely
was
a date. And that's the way of
It
him
was a
being
date.
like,
It was a
oh,
date.
he looks more impressive if he knows the comedian.
Yeah, I know,
so if anything,
precisely.
it's like, I am Billy Big Bollocks.
Precisely.
I
That's,
assume.
that's how he makes me call him, Biggie Big Bollocks.
Well, if you're happy to do it,
Billy
then
Big
that's the
Bollocks.
first step.
But it was, yeah, it is always distracting if there's somebody that you know, because especially you want to kind of like you make an eye contact with people. And
Yes,
it's like
and they're right there.
Yeah.
And I think, bless her, because of my friend, she's so lovely because she was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You always said you wanted to do this and now you're doing it, which is lovely. So she's a real like, hey, so I could hear her really loudly because she's being so lovely. And then you're like, I feel like I didn't even look at the side because I'm like, there she is. Don't look at her. But it's lovely that they came. It's really sweet. So, yeah.
Nice. So did you get nervous beforehand? Because they were there?
I always do. Yeah, I bet it was more nervous because of them, because I really want them to think, you know, 'cause you don't want them to turn up and be like, oh, Sarah gave up her full-time job for this.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bit... No husband, no job.
The others were great tonight. The others were great tonight.
And good on you for being brave and giving it a go. That kind of like, shit.
Yeah,
So,
good for you.
Yeah. You turned up, like the 100% attendance
He's really
award.
hard. My mum, bless her, she's still, doesn't understand the career at all. So every single time I'm at home and we pass a shop that has a vacancy thing in the mirror, well, she goes, Barry, you could do this. Like, literally, fish and chip shop, whatever. Barry, you could work in this fish and chip shop.
Even still.
Like, it's because she doesn't understand quite what comedy is.
Yeah.
Like,
Same thing.
It's kind of both adorable and heartbreaking at the same time.
It is, yeah.
Barry,
it is.
I don't think what you do has any validity whatsoever.
Yeah.
Come work
Whereas
in
you've
the
actually done great things with this club.
Well,
so
yeah, well,
actually...
it's amazing that it's kind of like exists as a thing in the world, and
Yeah.
kind of like managed to get that. The thing with this career is always because it's a gig economy, isn't it? That you just you work month by month.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm glad I had another month, and it's extraordinary making it work as a career that, and it shouldn't be sniffed at. Like doing it. You've done it. Like you had a fucking cotton picking dream, and you bloody did it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I feel sometimes when I compare myself to other comedians and I don't think I'm doing very well, I don't think I work very hard, is that if I, like 5 years ago, I would have been jealous of where I am now. So I have to try and remind myself to not compare myself to others, but just to where I was. Yeah, but fucking hard, isn't it?
And it's hard in the career to just know that if you're making it as a comedian, you've made it.
Yeah.
So like if you're doing it, if that's your job, then you know like predominantly that's your job, and you're getting money in, and you're on the way up.
Isn't that amazing? That's
Like,
amazing.
it's phenomenal. So
you should be happy.
I am happy.
I don't know why you said that. You should be happy.
You should be happy, Sarah. Happiness.
You should be
Happiness.
happy.
Yeah, it's just because I'm, didn't get much sleep, but not in a good way last night, which was I feel like I considerably overshared. I went downstairs to the bar and they went, "How's it going?" I went, "No, I did. I did everything I said I wasn't going to do.
Listen.
I overshared about everything."
Listen, you didn't, because the coffee guy, who I want to find out off. In fact, we've got to go now, because I want to find out about what happened on Wednesday. So, listen, Sarah, thanks very much for coming in. Have you got anything you'd like to share?
Yes.
In terms of go on.
I'd love to plug, because I'm actually doing a preview here next
brilliant.
Sunday. So I'm doing a work in progress at 6:45 next Sunday. I'd love people to come there. It'll be all about divorce, because that's funny. And follow me on Sarah Iles Comedy.
And is this your ILES?
ILES, Sarah Iles Comedy on Insta.
Is it your first Edinburgh show? For Flower?
Yeah, but I'm not doing this year. I'm doing next year, which I guess might be a good thing, because people are saying it might be cancelled because of the
coronavirus. Yeah, Edinburgh Festival, the biggest international comedy festival in the world. More than 1 million people from around the world travel to it. It is looking highly likely that the Edinburgh Comedy Festival will not go ahead this year. From industry insiders, it's like, because you have to be making all the decisions right now for it. It's looking like the government might literally step on that. So, but
well, I mean, we'll be
Monday, Tuesday, happy days.
This will be happening every week.
This will be happening every week because we don't book international people. We've got a policy. Arielle, she puts on the accent. She's from Hull.
Yeah. She does the accent very well, though.
She does it very well.
well.
People in Hull really go for her accent. But yeah. So anyway, listen. Thanks very much for watching. We've been Rob
Mayhew Comedy on Instagram.
Sarah Iles next Sunday here at the Bill Murray at 6:45. It's going to be a great show. Honestly, you would have seen 10 minutes of Sarah downstairs, but she's a fantastic comedian, and you're going to get to see more of her life story as well, and you get to laugh laugh with, not at.
Yeah, and I overshare. So just imagine what I'm going to say. Imagine what I'm going to say about my divorce.
Yeah, seriously. Don't. If you're a solicitor,
don't come, please don't.
All right. Thanks very much.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Yeah. Tip.
Wash your hands.